to wire up a 12-volt pump. And in this video, that's what I'm going to show you how to do, is how to wire it up. I had a question come in if I could show it. I'm not going to actually be able to show it in detail of actually wire, but I'm going to show you the wires, where they're going to, how I hooked them up. I'll show you the different types of wires we use, the connectors I use, everything that I use to wire it up. The only thing I won't be doing is the individual wiring up. So the first thing you get here is it will come all the way up to here with the wires, or we can put a fuse in it. This actually had a fuse in it, and the fuse kept blowing, and I made a fuse here. So what we want to do is the red wire is obviously going to go to the red on the battery. The black wire obviously is going to go on the black side of the battery, which is the negative side, or the minus sign. So the red wire is going to go to the plus sign, and then the black wire is going to go to the negative side. So with that being said, we want to use, there's a couple different sizes of wires out there. Actually, there's a lot of different sizes of wire. We really want to use like a 10 or 12 gauge wire. We really don't want to use a 14 gauge wire. It's real skinny, and it's not able to hold the amps up that it takes for these pumps to run. If you use 14 gauge, 16 gauge, it will melt the wire in half. So that's why we really want to go with 10, and a lot of times I go with 12 just to make sure that I know that I'm not going to have to worry about running out of or overheating my wire. And this is for our negative and our positive on both the black and the red wire. So the way I run it for here is I actually run it into a switch, so I can turn the switch on and off. This is a rated at 75 amp switch. If you have a small amp switch, you will need to wire it up through another relay. Otherwise, you will need to basically run it up into your other switch up here. Otherwise, you will burn that switch up. So make sure there is a push-pull one that I like even better than the toggle switch. I didn't have many at the time. And I'll put all the links down in below for all the stuff I'm talking about. The wire, the tools we need to use to make the wires, and everything. So when I put on my connections, there's a couple things. Here's a connector right here. There's a couple things we can do with these connectors. This connector here, actually, once we crimp it, we can actually take some heat and put it, not real hot, but like a lighter or something like that, and this will heat shrink down on the wire. Makes a nice sealed wire. These are a little bit more expensive, but the other ones work just as good. That's what I've used on there anyway. So we will need a pair of strippers. Basically, we're going to strip the wire about so far right there. And we're going to get it on there. And we're going to strip it, make it nice and coppery right there like so. That was loud. We'll take our butt connector. We're going to slide our butt connector on. I usually twist to make sure I'm good and tight. You'll see that there's a little indentation right there. We want to stay to that side when we're squeezing this wire. Now, these here are a good pair of wire crimpers. The ones that with the wire strippers are usually kind of crappy, but I like doing these here because I do a lot of them. And I was a mechanic as trade, so I do a lot of them. So basically, you see the little grooves in there. We're going to put our thing right in the middle of that. See if I can do this and you get a good video of it. So we're going to set it right in there like so, and then we're going to take our hands and we're going to cramp it down. It takes quite a bit to get it there, and that's a good connection at that point. Now, we could solder these and all that, but that takes a whole lot of time. This here will work just fine and give you no problems. And then there's also ring terminals that we use that we set right down on the battery, and that way everything is nice and snug, and it doesn't, it won't go bad. So those are our strippers. These are our crimpers, our butt connectors, our wire. I will put links down to everything down in the bottom of this video here for the stuff you need. It might actually take you to a website page that has everything on it. That's probably what I'll do, just so that way It'll make it easier. And if things change, I don't have to go back to this video and change. I can change it on the website. So I will put a link down here to my pressurewashhelp.com, and where you will be able to get links to all the stuff you need for us to wire this up. And basically, all I'm going to do is just run that wire from here to there, and then run it down to my battery. And same thing with the my negative. So it comes up right here, goes down, and comes in here in my battery. And right here is my roof pump. This wire here, because it's big and thick, and this wire right here. I put onto there and then tie it down. So it just runs up, comes into my negative is right there. Right there is my negative. My positive comes up to my switch. From my switch, it comes back out, goes through my fuse, goes through the relay, and that's what turns that pump on and off. And all these pumps are the same, and that's how it works. I hope that is clear enough for you. If not, let me know. I'll see. I don't know. I'll see what else I can do to make it a little bit easier on you to know what you need to do for wiring a roof pump. With that being said, you can go check out pressurewashhelp.com /training, and I teach everything you need to know how to do pressure washing, how to start a business, run it, and be successful, and not go out, hopefully, within a year like some people that I know, because they didn't take my training and they didn't listen to me on marketing. Listen to me. You have to market your business. If you're not a cheerleader for your business, nobody's going to be a cheerleader for your business. So you have to go out and market your business to get business and to be able to be successful. If you would like to learn more about AdWords and how to get business and stuff, check out this video right up here, and I go through everything you need to know about AdWords. See you in my next video.